Imagine going to work every day and being targeted for murder, simply for doing your job.
I was jailed for doing my job.
1 month, no sunlight.
They kidnapped me, tortured me,
I was treated as a terrorist.
and 3 of them raped me.
We were arrested by soldiers of the regime.
We were interrogated,
Treated in a degrading manner.
threatened with the death sentence.
I was in prison
The first screams you really remember.
for 4 years.
The cell is infested with insects.
We were both shot.
This whole nightmare is over.
In the darkest corners of the world, the truth seekers are at work. They are courageous. They are tenacious. They're honest and bold. They take on the powerful and they risk all that they have. They are the journalists, and in the darkness, they shine their light.
Journalists fulfill a fundamental human need. It's a need as basic as food, as water. It's the need for information.
Yet this duty to pursue the truth has put reporters in the line of fire, from Mexico to Syria to Turkey to Vietnam. Journalists are beaten up, locked up,
You cannot arrest me for doing my job.
forced out of their homes, and even murdered for doing their jobs. And the Committee to Protect Journalists is a champion for every single one of them.
I am immune when I am writing, but very vulnerable when it's been published.
This was Orlando Sierra Hernandez. The crusading Colombian journalist was killed in broad daylight, shot 3 times in the head in front of his daughter while he was walking to work.
He knew he was a marked man. That was the world in which he lived.
9 out of 10 murders of journalists are committed with complete impunity, a statistic that CPJ is determined to change. CPJ covered Orlando's case widely for years, mobilizing local media, flying numerous times to Colombia to pressure authorities, and finally meeting the country's president to demand justice. Weeks after CPJ's meeting with Juan Manuel Santos, the mastermind was convicted.
All those who participated have been convicted. This is a milestone. It's a milestone for Colombia, and it's a milestone in the battle against impunity.
CPJ is not just helping to secure convictions, it is also working to secure freedom for those behind bars.
I may be arrested. I've been warned several times. I'm not afraid.
Like Azerbaijani journalist Khadija Ismailova, who was arrested after those comments, and Jason Rezaian, the Iranian-American reporter who's been locked up in Tehran for nearly 500 days, reportedly convicted of espionage. His family, his friends, and his colleagues call the charges ludicrous, and they are desperate for his release.
Every day that you continue to hold him in prison is a dark day for his family and for Iran.
Those lucky enough to be freed never forget CPJ's help.
We are political prisoners.
Mohammed Fahmy spent over a year in a cold, insect-infested Egyptian prison, along with his colleagues Peter Gresti and Baher Mohammed on sham charges. This September, he finally walked away free.
CPJ has not only been a lifeline during my wrongful 438 days behind bars, keeping my jailer accountable, but their work has become a main reliable source in my reporting.
Journalism is one of the world's most noble professions, and the fight for press freedom is more critical than ever. This year, we saw free speech under attack in the horrifying rampage at the Charlie Hebdo offices in Paris.
My name is Kenji Goto.
And the brutal killing of yet another international freelance journalist in Syria.
I hope Kenji's death will contribute to the world, however small it may be.
Appalled by the surge in journalist killings, CPJ has worked with media groups to help draft safety principles for freelancers reporting on dangerous assignments, and about 80 organizations have now signed on to the initiative. Thanks to your support, CPJ is on the front lines in this unprecedented war on journalism. It's fighting tirelessly and fearlessly every day to champion and to protect the reporter and to bring all of society's dark spots into the light.